Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to start off with some wrestling news. Might try and do NFL news and NBA news here in the same video. Don't know if there'll be any NBA news, but I have 4 playoff recaps today, 4 NBA playoffs, 2 NASCAR reviews with the ARCA race and Xfinity, and the Dodgers recap. So a lot of stuff to get into today. So let's just quickly get into this video. So we have some releases to talk about last night. This happened while SmackDown was going on. I just didn't mention it during the review because I'm going to review SmackDown first. Let's talk about it here. So Xia Li has announced that she's parted ways with WWE. I feel she was underutilized. I hope she finds something in the near future. I'm not going to say for big AEW, New Japan. I feel she'll be great wherever she goes. She was really impressive when they gave her that Becky feud a little while ago. I was always hoping they'd do more with her. Maybe they could have repackaged her in NXT. She would have been a good one to go to NXT. But they just never really did much with her. Mostly used her as a jobber, to be honest. And I'm not acting like they care. And I'm not acting like I care. I like her. She should have been used in a more impactful way. But they just never did. But the thing is, she had no storyline, no creative control, no progression. She was just there. Really, to lose. They did a crappy job with booking her. She's a talented wrestler. WWE didn't really do shit with her. Next one we have to talk about is Jinder Mahal. So while SmackDown was going on, it's about the 9:30 slot. 30 minutes left in the show. Jinder Mahal tweets out this. Or he tweets out, "I quit," or something like that. And after announcing that he quit, his bio states that he's now a free agent, and PW Insider confirmed the report. They confirmed that Jinder Mahal has parted ways with WWE. Well, best of luck to his future endeavors. Excuse me, I'm a professional. It has the family. I can see him going to TNA, maybe start a new gimmick. I felt that'd be a great spot for him. I felt like if he went to AEW, he'd get buried. Because remember the stuff with Tony Khan, Jinder Mahal, Hook. And I was kind of hopeful when he did the segment with The Rock. Maybe I would start something, but just never did. And his 2024 went from a segment with The Rock on TV to having a world title match with Seth Rollins. It's in which he suffered the injury, being involved with the social media drama with, Tony Khan, AEW, Hook, that stuff, being the top trend in the US, to now getting released. It's been a roller coaster for Jinder already. It's only been April. Just really didn't see that coming. It's kind of crazy he got released. Most attention he's probably got in a while. But yeah, Jinder Mahal got released. Xia Li. So, it's been confirmed that the new Women's World Champion will be crowned this upcoming Monday in a Battle Royal. So the Battle Royal will determine the new champion. I mean, Xia Li was a announced participant, but she's not there. Will there be any? Maybe Alexa Bliss could return, because it's in her hometown. But Liv Morgan's probably going to win and become the new champion. And have a good run until Rhea recovers. And also, we have another release to talk about. Veer Mahan. It's been released. He never officially got to, come. He would appear for a few weeks and then disappear again. But it's 3 so far that have been released, which he really became a jobber and just never really did much. Was he even on TV last few months? Because I never saw him on TV last few months. So PW Insider said this about Drew McIntyre. He suffered a, end quote, badly hyperextended elbow at WrestleMania 40, and he has been working through the injury. Man, I'm going to lose my mind with all these injuries that have been happening. I mean, it can't be that bad, because I think he was on the UK tour, so I don't think it's a badly hyperextended elbow. If it was that bad, he wouldn't be wrestling. But CM Punk can do a funny thing when he's back on TV next week for the draft. Man, the wrestlers really went to battle at WrestleMania. I don't know what it could have been from. Maybe the Punk beat him. I don't know. So the running joke amongst some WWE talent is that Jinder Mahal will be feuding with Tony Khan on AEW Dynamite during this summer. God, that's funny. You have Jinder Mahal versus Tony Khan, book it, pal. Or you could have Hook. I don't know if this is actually true, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's a running joke. I know people be like, oh, it's not that funny, but it is to me. Tony! So now it's announced for Backlash, Cody Rhodes will defend the undisputed WWE Championship against AJ Styles at Backlash in 2 weeks in France at 1 p.m. on May 4th. First time ever these two have wrestled. And they're going to have a contract signing next week, I think. And I think we're going to be in for a banger. Because I know people have talked like, oh, AJ Styles is washed, not that good of a wrestler, but he still puts on great matches. First time ever matchup. Surprised these two have never wrestled. I mean, Cody will obviously retain, but it's still going to be a great match to watch. Excuse me, I'm a professional, how's the family? Per PW Insider, last thing I really want to get into for the wrestling portion here is no additional WWE releases are expected at this time. So, those are 3 releases. I think Zion Quinn got released, I think it said, but I don't know. Didn't see that from Wrestle Features or Wrestle OPS. But no additional releases are expected at this time. They're not expected, but things could change. So that's the end of the wrestling portion of the video. Let's get to some NBA here. So, Adrian Wojnarowski, or Roski, how do you say your last name? Let's just say Woj. Says that the Miami Heat are well positioned to potentially acquire a star who aligns with Bam Adebayo's age timeline. I don't think the Heat are going to trade for a star player. They've had chances to trade for star players, get some in free agency, and they just haven't. I mean, the Heat just don't do it. And people have been saying this ever since Jimmy's joined the Heat, it feels like. Oh, they're going to get a star player, they're going to get a star player, and they just haven't. I mean, they should. But I just don't think it's going to be true. Like who are you going to trade for? So, Kelly Oubre Jr. takes a shot at Madison Square Garden's Celebrity Row. Unquote. They're going to give celebrities those $100,000 free tickets just to be there and not care about the game. That's a wild statement. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, Spike Lee's there every game, so. Now, Darius Garland says that in this week's practices, the Cavs are really emphasizing physicality by bumping into each other, holding, and grabbing. I mean, physicality matters. But holding and grabbing sounds like a freaky-ass practice. So the Heat and the Bulls played last night in the play-in tournament. And the Heat got the win over the Bulls, 112-91 or 114-91, something like that. And the start of the fourth quarter, it was a blowout, 94-67. The Bulls might make the rebuild. Might be the end of an era with Vucevic, Levine, and DeRozan. I shouldn't say end of an era, But I mean, it's a long distant period of history. One playoff series in 3 years in era. I mean, I shouldn't say era because I don't think that era ever started. Honestly. Michael Wilbon on the Miami Heat fan base, and quote, they're not a great fan base at all. Hasn't been. They're front runners. I mean, he's right. They kind of do have fair weather fans, to be honest. NBA GM on awful 2024 draft. This is the type of draft that gets someone fired if they get the number 1 pick. Okay, I'm tired of these anonymous people, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sick of it. If you're gonna be anonymous, if your quote shouldn't be released. You should only be released quote if it's your you say that quote. This draft class, yeah, it's not the most stacked, but come on. And we have playoff basketball today, ladies and gentlemen. The 4 recaps I'll have throughout the day and night. Magic Cavaliers, Suns Timberwolves, Sixers Knicks, and then Lakers Nuggets are your 4 games today. Game 1 of each series. Tick pick getting prices. Pacers Bucks $49. Mavericks Clippers $69. Nice. Pelicans Thunder $73. Magic Cavs $78. Suns Timberwolves $82. Heat Celtics $154. Lakers Nuggets $228. 76ers at Knicks $353. Excuse me, I'm a professional, has a family. Nobody wants to watch the Pacers Bucks. You know, nobody wants to watch that. Kind of sad. And just a few NFL topics, a few NFL things I wanted to talk about. So, just a few from Adam Schefter from, I think, yesterday. Patriots Director of Scouting, Elliott Wolf, said the team is, quote, open for business to trade the number 3 pick in next week's draft, but would be comfortable staying put and selecting a quarterback from what he called a, quote, unique class. Now, Patriots fans, imagine them sitting through a year and then hear J.J. McCarthy's name called on draft night. These are just a few things from yesterday I want to talk about. Not really a lot of NFL news. Former Lions safety C.J. Moore, who was suspended 1 season for violating the league's gambling policy, was just informed that he's being reinstated. Now eligible to sign with the team. Well, they should reinstate Rodgers. So they reinstated him today. They officially reinstated Shaka Toney and free agents Rashad Berry, Quintez Cephas, C.J. Moore, and Demetrius Taylor. So Isaiah Rodgers didn't get unsuspended. So Adam Peters, I think, talked about the possibility of trading the number 2 pick for the Commanders. We feel great about saying at number 2. I don't see a whole lot of scenarios trading down. Yeah, we expect them to say. But I don't think they'll trade down regardless. So yeah, really, it's... honestly, all to say here for this video. So until next time, I have a lot. Peace. That's all the news from the 3 sports I want to talk about. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.